Hello Aries, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today we will be doing a general reading involving your love and relationship. Remember, it's not personal. Take what's for you, leave the rest, but stick around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take the energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We are going to start with a Dark Mirror Oracle and then a Priestess of Light as well, to kind of see the lighter or darker side of things that you may be going through at this time. I want to say I suddenly felt special needs, something to do with special needs. Either you're taking care of someone who has special needs, or you are dealing with people with special needs, communicating with them, or whatever the case may be. I feel like there's something in here for you, something a little extra, just so you're aware. Okay, what does Aries need to know at this time? We have Gilded Regret. This card has come up several times in these reads this week. A lot of people being very connected to something negative. I feel like something that you need to let go of. Something keeping yourself stuck in an energy because of not either releasing or I feel like, not saying releasing. Yes, releasing someone else's energy from you. I feel like you're still kind of attached to them. I feel like there is a not having closure in a situation that has occurred for a lot of you, okay? And needing to understand that that's what this is. It's not that you even love this person like that anymore. It's the needing of closure because it didn't end on a clear note, and you're like, why did it even end? I'm not understanding what happened, okay? Oh, there we go. We have loss, lack, fear, and victimization. And here we go back to this loss. I feel like there's been a loss of a relationship. I feel like there is you blaming yourself, keeping yourself attached to this negative energy about whatever happened because there was no closure. You don't know whether it was something you did. You feel like it was something you did. They don't even want to talk to you anymore. They're probably in a new relationship already. And that's why they're not going to talk to you. They don't want to talk. They're not going to go and sit down and have coffee to let you know what really was the reason why they left, okay? And you have to let it go. It's not something where they're going to come back in, I don't feel. I feel like the connection is completely lost. And I feel like that they have already moved on even at this point. And to be careful of yourself being obsessed over the situation. Some things we just can't know the answer to. And we have to just let it go, okay? Otherwise, we can fester in it. I feel like saying fester. So just be mindful of that. We're going to read from Loss and Lack here. It's the number 34. The woman on this card stands alone in anxious judgment of her life. She focuses on past losses and assumes there are more to come. With her fan of owl feathers, she attempts to shield herself from potential hurts, yet the owl on her shoulder can see through her darkness and guide her out of her fear and lack consciousness. The message of this card is clear. No matter what kind of loss you've experienced in the past, it is absolutely necessary to shift your focus now and to redefine your power. You are no longer the victim of a threatening world, frightened and unable to direct your own destiny. In fact, since your consciousness creates your reality, this assumption only keeps your energy stuck. The owl encourages you to leave your victim mentality behind and to see the truth of your eternal courage and power. When loss comes up in your life, let yourself grieve, but don't define yourself by that experience. Wow, okay, that really just talked of what I just said. Like, keeping yourself connected to some negative energy, even though it's past. It's done. It's gone. I feel like someone's in that frame of mind where you're like, what does, I feel like saying, she have that I don't. What does she have that I don't? This may be something that has come up in your mind, whether you, saw it as that or not. It's like, what, feeling lack because someone chose someone else over you, okay? Don't, and this doesn't have to necessarily be, a female energy, but I do feel it's leaning to that way. Someone feminine, okay? Let's get into the body of your read here, Aries. Getting unstuck. What can I do to get unstuck from this? Oh, we have the 9 of Swords here in the reverse. I feel like this is you finding your way out of this. I feel like stop blaming yourself. Stop worrying about what someone else is doing. I think you're checking their social medias out too. So keep yourself from doing that. Really, like, you know, disconnect yourself from that energy, because all it is while you're watching them move on and be happy, you're being, I feel like you can't really connect with anybody else, because whether you know it or not, you're keeping yourself connected to that energy. You may be talking about their new relationship or whatever with friends. I feel like there's friends of yours that maybe, or people, family members coming to you like, do you know that they did this? Do you know I saw them out together? You know, I feel like that's just keeping that, and you might be like, don't talk to me about them. That's my past, and we're going to leave it there. Otherwise, you're not going to find the love that you need in your life, or the real person to come in and really love you the way you need it, and love you truthfully. All right, what else do we have for Aries here? We have the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like it's very hard. I feel like you're struggling with this. I'm looking at this 2 of Pentacles, like, it seems like those pentacles are very heavy. You're trying to keep it in line. You're trying to keep movement forward going, like almost like a gear, you know, around in a circle, but we're keeping it we're watching it freezing in mid, you know, like taking a picture of it, and it's heavy, it's burdening. I feel like you need to put this stuff down. You need to put these energies down and ride that last wave. I'm looking at the fact that there are ships on high, like almost tidal wave type in behind. And this is your emotions that you're dealing with right now. I feel like you need to put those things down and ride the wave out of there, okay? You need to move on from whatever this is. But how do I do that, you say? You have the 10 of Cups. It's in the reverse. Someone, when I was just feeling that someone was saying, well, how do I do that? They were my everything. I thought that I was going to get married. I thought that I was going to, I finally found that person, and then they did this to me. Oh. What does Spirit have to say about that? Whoa. And they spit some stuff out here. I got to turn the bottom of the deck over here. I caught it in my eye. It's the 5 of Cups in the reverse, overshadowing the read. I feel like this is about the 5 of Cups in the upright is about focusing on negative stuff, and it's to the point where you can't see a positive relationship coming in. You can't see, or you can't attract that positive relationship. If you constantly look like you're I feel like it's like distracting for people. It's like potential suitors or whatever. It feels like it's distracting for them, because they're like, oh, I don't know, they look a hot mess. Maybe I better not mess with them, right? Even though you could be a perfect couple. But I feel like it's in the reverse, because you need to quit this. You need to get over this. You need to look beyond and stop overlooking good, solid relationships, and don't compare them to that person. I feel like someone's comparing. Okay, we have the King of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Move this down just a little bit here. This energy is together. We have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. That's couple energy here. You got King and Queen in the reverse. I'm feeling like somebody this is a story being told so that you know, if you hear my grandbaby in the background, he woke up and he's in there, he's hollering, but it's not because he's needs anything. He's just, that's what he does. All right, moving on. And we have the Devil in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Pentacles ending it. Okay, now what I'm seeing in this is that you went full force. You fell in love so quick, and you were looking for love at that time. I do feel like you have the King and Queen of Pentacles. There was you spent a lot of money on each other, this relationship. I mean, you bought gifts. It doesn't have to be a lot of expensive gifts, but it was I feel like the exchange between you had to do with money more than the love part of it. You both like nice things. You both would spend easily on an expensive night out, hotel rooms, whatever. I feel like this you were attracted and connected by this slivery line. It's like a dollar bill, right? You're each holding one end of it, and that's how this began. I feel that was the connection. It wasn't really about love, even though you had your heart wide open. That's probably why you can't let this person go like that. But I feel like it wasn't even about love with this, and neither one of you were very stable at the time. You may have been partiers, or you may have been I don't want to say not stable, but you weren't focused. Neither one of you were really focusing on falling in love, but you did. You have the Three of Wands here in the reverse. You never did see you wanted this with them. You ended up wanting a future with them, but I feel like you never did see it. You never could really see that this person would devote, or that maybe at the time you didn't feel like you would either. I feel like you started something though. It took root. Whatever it was took root, and then you thought that you thought that they had changed as well, when in fact they didn't. You weren't seeing clearly that they were still in that mode where it was a fling. Okay, you have the Devil in the reverse. I feel like you're still tempted to look at that this way. There may have been this may have been with this King and Queen together. It feels like chaos. It feels like neither one of you were grounded to anything. You may have been, I keep going back to this partying, or maybe spending money and it feels like with the Devil coming up here as addictions. This is in the past. I feel like whatever this relationship was, it was volatile. Not that it may not even have been fighting or anything like that. It was just kind of codependent. Both of you may have had an addiction of some sort. This isn't everybody now, but it could have been of spending. With these being Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, I feel like also it can be about neither one of you. You had this. I'm feeling like you tried to make something solid grow. You tried to make something that was not stable into something stable at one point, and you pushed for this, but I don't think that they want that life. And then they found somebody that would accommodate their crazy lifestyle and not have to commit. They're going to go through the same thing over and over again. This may not be you might not be the first one that they've done this with. You fall in love with them, and you find you're wild and crazy like them, right? Or you see things exactly like them, but then you want more in the relationship, and they step away and go with someone else. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm feeling like this may have been there may have been a missed love opportunity with someone else during this time when this happened. I feel like this is in the reverse because it's past tense. You were offered in something. You had the opportunity for something solid that came in here. Someone stable, someone who had their head on straight, they had goals, and they took a liking to you and maybe wanted to start something with you. And you started with the wrong person, okay? And you never did take this path. And oh wow, okay, this may be a person. If I'm thinking of you being stuck in this energy and keeping yourself from something good, it may be that person that you lost connection with in the past, okay? Because you went on a different route with this other person and it didn't end well. Okay, we are going to pull some cards for clarity for you, Aries, at this time. I feel like saying at this point, because somebody may have went, this doesn't sound like anything I'm going through or have went through. it's not always going to be for you. It's not always going to be for everybody. So take it as it resonates. Stick around. Like I said, always stick around long enough to know the difference of whether it could be, have anything to be said for you that you may need to know. But it can't be for everybody all the time. It just can't. We're not all the same. Every life is crazily different, isn't it? All right, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you took on a burden of some sort that was not yours to take. I'm going to cross this because I feel like you felt like you could fix them. You felt like you could fix them, but you got drawn into their life. Okay? You may have, look, I'm looking at the fact right down the middle here. You're in the middle of this. I feel like this is your feelings. You may have fallen in love with somebody. You thought you could fix them and you could grow and have a relationship. This is their energy over here with this King of Pentacles in the reverse. They weren't thinking like that. They weren't thinking. They're not trying to settle down. They're not you. They did not see a future with you. Not a future that was like that, like happily married and all that business. And this kind of caused all this to happen, right? You took on their addictions or their burdens. You tried to be something that you weren't. That's what this feels like. Trying to be something that you weren't. So you need to let this go. That is the reason why this ended, because it wasn't meant to be to begin with. We have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups coming out here. This is an opportunity for love that is coming in here. It's running towards you, I feel. You need to let go of this. I'm almost thinking this victim. I almost said victim mentality, but I don't think that's what this is. I feel like you have a tendency. This is talking of someone who has a tendency to try to fix people. You find someone broken and you don't realize what you're doing, but you find someone broken and you try to fix them all the time. And this doesn't help you. It doesn't help you find what you need. So you always have loss and lack in your life. Fear of losing someone and because it's like if you can finally fix someone, if you can finally fix that person and make them right, then you are such a better person for it. Then maybe you need to focus on your own love and focus on somebody and let somebody in that isn't broken, right? A lot of us are broken. It's hard to find that person, right? But I feel like the opportunity that you had to be with someone that wasn't already broken has passed. I don't know if it's coming back in here, but something's coming in here. Definitely something coming back in here with this Ace of Cups. This is definitely abundance of some type. Abundance of love and I feel like you may not know how to handle it when it happens. I feel like somebody will come in here. Page of Cups. Somebody's going to come in here and tell you that they have feelings for you, or that they are emotionally, they can be emotionally devoted to you, okay? I feel like this is definitely something new, something strength in the reverse. This person will make you feel weak in your knees. This is signifying a love coming in here that it makes it so you don't have to be the strong one in a situation like you've been in most of your relationships here. Okay, you could have been in one relationship, but I just feel like you felt the need to be the strong one. But that they were attracted to the weak part of you. They were attracted to the weak part of you. They wanted you to be weak with them, and that doesn't work. It just doesn't. It never works. All right. We have Temperance flipped out here. This was meant to be. You had to go through some things that you did, I feel, within your past relationships or within past situations. You had to, in order to learn about yourself and what you needed to do, okay? What the kind of love you really want. So when this love comes in here, you know it for what it is. You can see it, okay? Enlightening you to what real love is supposed to be about. I feel like it's at a time, this love comes in here at a time when I want to say, I feel like you exchange words with somebody. It's a stranger. You exchange words with somebody and I feel like you smile. They love your smile. They're going to love your smile and They may even tell you that right then. But you have a beautiful smile. Okay? And that's your person. Okay? Just telling you. Just saying. May have already met him. If this has already happened, then you know that that's the one and you need to pursue. All right? We have Two of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse as well. Yeah, this is going back to signifying who this is. And it's telling me again, with the two, these are past tense. And I feel like you had a choice to make in the past and you chose wrong. You chose to go down the lesser path. You have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse as well. And I feel like this is past tense. I feel like you wouldn't have had to go through all this if you had, it's like taking the red pill, you know, the red pill, blue pill. You chose the latter, okay? You chose fiery attraction to someone, alluringness and all that over stability, over sensibility possibly. You may have chose looks. I'm going to tell you. You may have chose the way somebody looked over someone else because they were better looking as well. And you ended up in a hot freaking mess over here because of it. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull from another deck. We're going to ask any other questions that need to be asked. If you have a question to ask, you may want to think about it right now. And whatever cards come out, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. You have the Page of Cups again. There's definitely somebody that's going to tell you or show affections towards you. I feel like it's going to be a surprise. And this came out crossing this. So whatever choice that you gave up on one relationship for another, this is coming back in here, and they are going to let you know that they still want you. Okay. Wow. I'm looking at the fact that when I was saying this, let me pull this up. This Two of Pentacles here, and I was talking about the tidal wave in the background, right? Riding this wave on out. And I'm looking at this page. This Page of Cups is a tidal wave over top of her, right? I feel like this is someone here to quench that. Someone here to help you ride that tide. Wow. Help you back to reality, help you back to a happy life. Okay, we're going to keep these two cards. Fell out while I was thinking about this at the time. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups. This is another couple energy within this. Isn't this crazy? You had this that did not work out. This was you. This is you, really you. This is what you became with this person, this relationship. And here is your true love, your true partner here. You have the Queen of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. This is the route you should have taken before. I'm going to put this right here because I feel like that is telling me that, you know, you went into this like this. This is the person you should have been with, this person you should have chosen, the life you should have chosen. And you chose this and had to go through all this mess, okay? And you may still be in your mind attached to this a little bit, but I feel like someone can break that attachment, okay? And you have this Knight of Swords. It's about, I feel like... So it's about communication, right? It could be about running off at the mouth. It could be about slowing down too, because this is fast paced. I feel like you not wanting that fast life anymore. Okay, I feel like this is in the reverse because this is you not wanting to fight it anymore either. There is a love here that you've been fighting off. As well. This may be past tense here. This may be something that you had to go through. This is what is coming back in here, and this time you're giving up. You're giving into it. And that is beautiful. I feel like you're finally going to find the happiness that you want or that you need, that you can build on. All right, we're going to pull a grace card to close the read here for you, Aries. Okay. Connect. Wow. Find your center. When we stay connected to our spiritual core, the best and most advantageous path unfolds before us. And like I always say, I read from the passage from the back because there may be something that you need to hear spiritually. But with this card, Connect, I feel like this is make the connection. make this connection with this person. I'm going to put it in the middle here because I feel like this is detrimental to your happiness and your well-being for the future here, and having a good life and having a good relationship, allowing this connection to finally happen. All right, Aries, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe, join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.